Morning. Kiss Mum. Kissy. Come on, wake up.
It's an early morning ritual in the Filimoni household as Anna wakes 6-year-old Tevita, who quietly appears in the doorway, stepping out to gaze into our camera. You would hardly notice that Tevita is autistic and he's non-verbal. The Filimoni family have this routine down pat, getting Tevita ready for school with the help of big sister Linetta.
So I try and put on his clothes, change his nappy, and I do his hair because his hair is probably the hardest thing to do. But it's always good when he's got like a little thing in his hand to distract him. He likes his little sticks and leaves, dried leaves, so that always keeps him occupied while I'm trying to get him ready for school. Once I do this, you'll see he'll start running around. He likes to get his fix of climbing in the mornings and stuff. And we just kind of let him do his own thing just to kind of settle, because if we try and change his routine, sometimes he has a bit of a meltdown. So yeah, we just kind of go by Vika's time.
Vika's time, taking a moment to himself early in the morning.
He loves adrenaline, and so he likes to climb. That's why we've got the little jungle gym. Is he likes to get up high, he likes to flap his hands to show us that he's happy or he's excited.
His namesake, Grandpa Leteo Tutongi Tevita, watches over while Mum and Dad get lunch ready.
Dad's a massive help, so Dad always comes in, he looks after Vika. So him and Vika will just be either on Vika's jungle gym, or Vika will climb on my dad's shoulder and Dad will just walk around outside just to keep him entertained.
And his big sister is very protective of him.
She's always been quite protective of her brother, but she's also been the person that tells us, because sometimes we're not sure what it is that he wants. And then she'll be like, oh, brother wants this, or he wants that, or no, he's sad because it's this and that. So they're very close. We're quite blessed. We know how blessed we are. She's amazing.
They say it takes a village to raise a child, and that's exactly what's happening here.
When I had Vika, I actually had to go back to work quite early on because we needed a bit more money to support us financially. And so my mum started looking after Vika from 4 months. And so he's always grown up around my parents.
Okay, bye-bye.
Vika was diagnosed 2 years ago with autism and global development delay, changing the family's whole world.
The spectrum is actually quite big, and so they say there's severely autistic, mildly autistic. Vika is more on the lower end of that spectrum.
We had a good understanding that that's where our path was going, and we also knew that it was going to change. So for us, it was really, it was emotional, because, oh my gosh, I think because, oh man.
Yeah, when we got the diagnosis, you have all these plans that you want for your boy, and you're like, he's going to be a rugby player, he's going to do this. And then the moment, even though we knew in our hearts that, he was autistic, the moment they give you that diagnosis, just like that changed. The moment I got told my son couldn't talk, that was the moment I found my voice.
Anna and Danielu now lead the Pacific Autism Support Group in Wellington, helping support other families.
Bringing all our Pacifica families here in Wellington into a safe space where they can just come with their kids in a safe space where they can play and enjoy, but we also bring in the specialists, the social workers, the people that are able to come and explain it to our parents in an environment where they can just feel safe and ask the questions that they do. A lot of our families are struggling to get things for their kids because they don't have the money, but there's actually funding out there for them.
Since Vika's diagnosis, he has begun to make little miracles.
What we've noticed in the last year is that he is starting to speak a bit more. So he's saying his ABCs, he's able to count to 20.
He sings what he communicates to us.
Yeah.
It may just be another day, but thanks to Vika's village, they are making the world a better place for him.
What I would want to see in the future for my son is that he's allowed and encouraged to be who he is.
We just continue to share his story in the hopes that we continue to raise awareness but also acceptance for kids who are autistic.